Alright. Okay, folks. It's that time. Finally. After so long messing with this and trying to get it to work properly and trying to get a decent picture and everything. Finally, we've gotten to the point where I can actually record my work and have it, work and be viewable and stuff. So, I'm excited about this. This is going to be the first thing that goes up. I'm going to apologize in advance. I just recently got over a cold, and I'm a little, if I'm a little stuffy, a little sniffly. I apologize. It's not the most pleasant thing to listen to, but you can only do what you can do. All right, I should be able to move my cursor. Can I see it? Yes. I can see my cursor. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah. Little 18 reference there for you. So, we're gonna do some things here today. What are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do? Jay, Brian, what are we gonna do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Enough! But no, we're not going to try to take over the world. What we are going to do, though, is I am working on the comic cover for my Stranded comic, which you might maybe remember. The one where they were stranded on a desert island. It's a little old now. But anyway, I'm gonna actually turn this into a comic book like I did with, pardon me, like I did with the Dungeons and Doorknobs comic a while back. Why is my cursor not moving? You can't see it because my cursor's invisible to you, but my cursor's being stupid. Why do being stupid to me? I didn't do nothing for it. Okay, you know what? Fine. Here we go. Sorry. I took something before I did this in hopes that it would clear me up a bit. So, hopefully it'll get better as I progress. But anyway, so we're doing this Stranded thing. I'm doing a cover for it. See, I've already got all of the pages formatted, and you'll notice that they're all sideways because the book. If you're one of the few people who actually got a copy of the Dungeon for finished. Try that again. If you're one of the few people who got the copy of the Dungeons and Doorknobs comic, you'll know that it was in a landscape format, sort of like a greeting card. You might think. I don't know. But anyhow, oh, I already had that. Oh no, that's what this is. So yeah. We got all this going on. But that's easy enough because that just involved flipping it around and matching it to a template. And speaking of the template, you can see kind of the template here. I've got it lighter, so it's not as visible, but it's more visible if I do that. Like, it's almost garish if I do that. But you can see basically you want all of the important stuff to be in this white area in the middle. And then the margin area, like you want you can have like a border, or you can have like, these are things stuff that's likely to be seen. But then you've got this trim line here, and anything beyond that is possibly going to get cut off, but you want to continue past that just in case it's not a perfect cut, so that, you don't have a white bar. But anyway, this is the basic template. It's the same as for the inside. This is for the cover, but it's the same for the inside. So basically what I did is I took the comic strips and I put them in here, and I fit them into the template, and then obviously I turned the actual template part off, and then I turned it sideways. That's all I did there. that was a very boring thing to do. It was very repetitive. But it was simple. This, on the other hand, is not so simple. This, I am doing a cover. And I've got some sketches here that I've done and scanned in. And I'm going to use those as... what's it called? Benchmarks? No. Transform, scale. It's way too big. No, I don't want to do that with the window. I want... Come on. This is not so very hard. I don't know why you're having problems. Okay. Something like that. I don't know. Like the professor there, I like. That's good. He's got some. I don't know. He seems a little off model. Where is? You gotta be careful. You know. You're pardon me. Maybe it was not a good day to do this, but I got it working, and I was so excited to finally get it working. Anyway, image. Can I please click the thing? There we go. No, someone on it. Okay, fine. Stupid. Image. No. Edit, transform, 180. There we go. I don't know. He looks kind of perturbed. I don't know if I actually want to use that, but we'll find out. It's kind of a, no, not overlay. Multiply, there we go. That's your key. If you've got a picture and you want the white parts to be transparent, just set it to overlay. Or not overlay. Why did I say that? Words is hard. No, you want to set it to multiply to do that. Okay, come on. Why are you being stupid? It's always something. It's always something. See, I had this thing set up like it was working. It was good. Why are you freezing? Move. Thank you. Scale. I need to swap out for my other tablet that's better than this one. Okay, get, approximately the same size. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna turn that off for the moment. Anyway. Got other sketches in here too. Oh, you might find this interesting. So, let me go back up here. Let me find... I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. No, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to open it that way. I want to drag it in here. And then... I'm going to pull out the sketches. Which was back up here. No. I mean, you got to see it. Uh-oh. But anyway, it's kind of interesting. So, you see here, this is the final product, right? This is the thing that you've likely seen if you've read the comic. And this is the sketch that got you there. It's like that was the rough sketch on a piece of paper that I did. You can kind of see... You can see where some things are the same. You can see where some things are different. Get rid of that. But yeah, I went from this to this. I think it's kind of interesting sometimes seeing the before and after. And that's what we will, pardon me. I'm doing it again. Oh, goodness. But that's what we will be doing with this cover, basically, is going from very, very rough sketches like this to an actual finished product like this. If you're interested, here, let me pull this up real quick. I already did the cover for my Minecraft cartoon, which you might remember, where Caitlin develops psychopathic powers, psychic powers, so to speak. But I have got a cover for that right here. So, like, this is the exclusive first peek thing, you're getting to see this before everybody else. This is the Minecraft cover. This is gonna be what's on the cover of that. I'm doing a book of that, and I'm doing a book of Stranded, and I'm hoping to have them both available by convention time this summer. So if you're able to make it down to YC3 or Amicon, you might be able to pick yourself up a copy of this. But you can see like here where there's a bunch of extra space up here at the top, and there's some like extra space here too, because I used the template to make sure that because things would be cut off. Some of this might get cut off, but nothing important is gonna get cut off here. Got little crystals hanging in the background. I had some dead space there. I'm like, what fits the thing? And I was like, I can make little crystals. Anyway, I'm pointing at that, but you can't see my cursor. I don't know how to make it show the cursor. Oh, I can show. Well, I could point at it with the other computer, but I have that turned off too because I don't want it. I don't want the cursor interfering with things. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I'm pointing at the crystals behind her head. But yeah, that's gonna be the Minecraft thing, and so we're gonna go, for something like this with the Stranded cartoon. So back to Stranded. Back to sketches. I had a barren sketch amongst these. See, I had a couple of different like logo ideas. Whoops. I was kind of going for like the Lost kind of look. I actually need that. I don't know if that's the logo I'm actually going to go with though. Like, it's interesting, but I don't know. That's not the version I want anyway. Pardon me. Move up a little bit here. I think it's down here, yeah. Oh, it's already open. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I already had it. See, look, I was prepared and I didn't even know it. But anyway, I'm gonna need that just to figure out where I'm gonna put the title. Let's see here. Blah, blah. Back to the sketches. I had more. They may not be in this folder for some reason. They may be in my just generic sketchbook folder. I think that's where they are. I'm sure this is very riveting. I probably should have done all of this before actually starting, but like I said, I was eager. Some sketches. These are other cartoon things, like that was the werewolf. The mime time thing. Look at the spice. Here's the the walkie-talkie stuff. Here's some things that haven't been used yet, which I don't know if I'm going to use or not. But I'm sure I will at some point. What I did it for, I'm not sure I'm going to do anymore, but I might still use the poses. They're decent points. They're decent poses. That is are the sketches that I used for my current logo with them all in like the hoop thing. Some other sketches. Oh yeah, but all those are all other comic sketches. I need to go up a little higher, and I need to go find. Not commission sketchbook. Here we go. This has a bunch of other stuff in it, like Sonic sketches, and here, I have Outback sketches, like that don't have necessarily any purpose, but that I just have to use for things. It's the Baron's hanger. Is that? No, that's some other stuff. Oh, yes, yeah, I've got groups that I had posted as a sketch dump. Some more facial expressions, blah 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 blah, other things. Ah, here we go. See, that was the professor in the crystal ball for the Minecraft cover, and that's her. And I was playing with that idea. This Calamity. It started off being her, but for some reason it wound up looking more like Calamity, so I just made it Calamity. That's what I went with. Slightly different arm positioning, but that's more or less what I went with. I thought about doing that too, but that just didn't work. Expression. Oh, here we go. This is stuff I want. All right. Thumbs. Why is it thumbs? Thumbnails, I guess? I don't know why I called it that. Oh well, I don't care. Doesn't matter what I called it. Okay, yeah. These are the sketches I was gonna use. Now I know. Now I see the broken. It's fun. Okay, yeah. All right, this is good. I knew there was something. Check this out. So no, that's not it. Every Sunday morning, at Lifeway Fellowship Church, where I go to church, they have the little bulletin things that they have an outline and like upcoming events. Thank you so much for attending Lifeway Fellowship. Get back at blah blah blah. Anyway, they give us the things, and they're like outlines to fill out as he gives his sermon and as the pastor gives his sermon and everything. But I doodle while I listen. I've always done that. I did that in school too. Anyway, so I've got a bunch of doodles and stuff that were on those phone, other stuff. Grabbing onto something you wished you hadn't. Wow. I'm having some issues here. Okay. But yeah, that is what I needed. Like these sketches are the sketches I'm going to use. Like, cause this is decent. So you can see kind of the similarities, but it just wasn't working for me the way I wanted it to. This is old stuff. This was the original, but this was like the what is the word? This was the prototype sketch, I suppose. I'm gonna delete that layer. I don't need that anymore. This layer, I'm gonna hang on to. I might want it for reference purposes, but I don't think I want it for anything other than that. So in this picture, he's got his spear, or his sharpened stick anyway. In here, he doesn't. I might go ahead and go with the sharpened stick, though. We'll see. This is kind of grainy. Let me clean it up a bit. Mode. Yeah, it's indexed. I need to go back to RGB. That smooths it out. Go ahead and save it that way. He moves from 8-bit to 16-bit, which is better. Where's the Baron? I had it. Okay. I've got too many things open at once. Tab. There he is. Okay. Whoops. No, I didn't want you to be full screen. Alright. Mode. GB. This is riveting, isn't it? There will be actual drawing. I promise. It's gonna happen. So we got that. control save. Anyhow, give me a moment. See, this pose with Calamity is a much stronger pose than that would have been. Anyhow. So, we're gonna go ahead. I need a little bit better... No, I don't. I was gonna say I needed better contrast on that. But I don't actually need better contrast on that because I would have just lightened it anyway to make it, to fade it so that I could draw over it. So... Lasso. You can't see my lasso. I do not know why you cannot see my lasso, but you can't see my lasso. It's okay. Because it's happening. You can see my line. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that. And we're gonna put it here. I need multiply. See, multiply does wonderful things for you. Now, because it wasn't perfectly white, there's like an aura here, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because it's, it's just gonna be... Can I? There we go. It's just gonna be... It's the base sketch. It's not even that important. I do feel like it maybe needs to be turned a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. I think I also want to, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. The same things you don't know. I just don't know. That's, the theme song to Corner Gas. Great Canadian sitcom. It's great fun. If you can ever catch it. It's totally family friendly, which it's almost impossible to find in a sitcom these days. It's just about, it's just about a bunch of people in a small town. Yeah, and they live in rural Saskatchewan, but honestly, like, they could live around here in the Texas Panhandle region because it's very similar, except I assume it's probably a little colder there, but you can't tell that on film. So, like, the first few episodes of it I saw, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like it's set here. And then I found out that it was in Canada. I'm like, oh, I never would have known. Anyway, but Canada's got some good comedy, folks. Yeah, I got Colin Mockery. He's from Canada. I believe Ryan Stiles from Canada. If you've ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? The show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. That's right, folks. The points are like the laundromat at a nudist colony. No, but if you ever watched Whose Line, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I think I might adjust the feet a little bit there. So, relatively speaking, I feel like Calamity needs to be a little bit bigger. He's taller than the others. Not by like this huge amount, but by some amount. Yeah, that seems good to me. Yeah, let's go with that. Pardon me. Professor Platypus and Varian ones look a little bit more complete than the Calamity one. But it's okay. Doesn't matter because I'm gonna ink it anyway. I'm gonna rename these things. Sometimes the fed first yeast and exactly every time, always. No. Sometimes I name layers. Sometimes I don't. This one, however, I'm gonna need layers named because by the time I'm done, I'm probably gonna have like 5 dozen layers. Like, no joke. I had at least 50 layers on that Minecraft one. So, okay, this is the Professor sketch. Okay. And this is a Baron sketch. Go. See, now I know what those are. They're not hiding from me. Alright, so I got that. Now I can move them together. Yay! So they're gonna be all standing on like their little desert island there. Okay, now I need to figure out where I want to put in the title, so... Again, I don't know if this is actually the title that I'm going to use, but it's definitely, at the very least, a good placeholder. So, oh yeah, that's way too small. Doesn't matter though, I'm gonna, rename layer. I'm gonna name it title, because that's what it is. Stick it up here, edit, transform, scale, and make it, I don't know about that big, a little bit bigger. So, where do I want the title here? I like putting it down here. That could be interesting. If I put it down there, see, okay, this is giving me fits, because it's gonna, I guess, I don't know, I guess if the fire gets cut off a little, that's not gonna hurt anything. Goodness. Actually, I'm gonna change the order of these. Professor. That way, left to right, top to bottom. That'll make my life easier too. Like that. And then, see, I was just thinking like, okay, I can put it over here like this, and I can take the title and I can put it over here like that. Fine, I've got some dead space here that I don't really want to have. See, coming up with it in this, in the landscape, well, coming up with it in landscape orientation, that's the word. Yes, orientation is not necessarily so easy. Like if it was up and down, it would be really easy because I would have this and I would have that up above it, and it would just be fine. But because I did the comic in strip orientation, which is more horizontal, I gotta do this. Now, I have reformatted things. Let me go back to, yes, I play World of Warcraft. Yes, I've used Movie Maker. Yes, I have a joystick. I'll go to my pictures. I have reformatted some of these things. If you happen to watch me on Webtoons or Tapas, which are both like webcomic sites, for those of you who might not know. But if you have ever seen it on there, you know that it uses like a very long form vertical rather, setup here like this. And it's designed that way to be easily scrolled through on like a cell phone and things like that. It's set up for phones and devices, which more and more things are being these days, I suppose. But anyway, so I could always try to like cut things up like this and try to put it in a more like traditional comic page orientation, but that's a lot of work. Like this alone is more work than I wanted to have to do, so yeah, I don't know. My next project, I'm actually going to do in comic book orientation instead of strip orientation. I'm still going to present it like strips. Maybe something a little more like this, because it's a little... but the next one I'm definitely going to do in more of a comic book orientation. I'm still going to put it out like strips. Try to do like at least a gag a page, but instead of being horizontally formatted, it'll be vertically formatted, and I'm excited for it. I don't want to give too much away, but I actually do have plans in the works. I'm cooking on it. But I don't want to even begin posting on the next thing until I'm probably halfway done with it, so that I've got a good, decent backlog. I know it's been over a year now since I produce things on a regular basis, which is sad, but life, gets in the way, like it does, as it tends to do. I don't know. I feel like this is a good orientation. This, or moving this up here and then putting the title down here. But I'm not really feeling that. And I probably would want to stretch this thing out too. Let's do this. Duplicate layer. See, right now, all I'm really doing is kind of, no, not like that. All I'm really doing is kind of just, experimenting at this point. Seems a bit much. It's not bad. I don't know. Still have some dead space up here if I do that. I'm gonna turn that off and keep this one. Can I move it, please? Oh, no, wrong thing. I was in the wrong layer. I was moving things I couldn't even see. Okay, but yeah, I feel like maybe this orientation would be good. So, wait a second. What if I turn it like more on, okay, I think maybe I'm getting somewhere now. If I give it a little bit more of a tilt to it, okay. That seems to balance it a little better. It makes it a little more dynamic too, which is nice. I still need that a little closer to the middle though. Anyway, but I have like that. I can have the actual island like this, maybe even have a little bit of the yeah. Is that what I want or not? This is the fun part. Yay! I can do this and just mess with it until I get something. I don't know. There's that. This isn't bad, but that just that feels better to me. It's got a little bit more dynamism. That's not a word, my friend. Let's try that again. It's a little more dynamic. I feel like. Yeah. I think we're gonna go with that. Okay, doke. I'm gonna take the title. I'll scooch it down a bit there like that. Alright, I think we got something that's workable here. And now it's time to ink things. Yay, we're actually getting to the drawing part now. We're only, I don't know, how long are we? I can't see, the thing it's not displaying. Like how far along are we? I don't know. We're only just now getting to the drawing. In fact, because of that, I don't know. I want to say something. I was thinking I might take a break before we get to the drawing part. I could take a little break. Maybe have a snack or something. Let this thing, let the computer take a break too. The computer probably needs the break more than I do. Yeah. This is a good stopping point. Not stopping point, but a good It's a good checkpoint, I guess, if you look at it like a video game. I don't know. It's a good point to stop for a moment. For you, it probably will just keep going because I'll probably wind up editing these things together and splicing them together later. But for me, for now, I'm gonna end this recording and I'm gonna start a new recording here in a second. So, oh, almost forgot. Most important thing to do: save and save often. You know, if you're gonna if you're gonna do a thing, save it. Yeah, that's important. It's important, kids. All right, I shall be back momentarily. Let's try to remember how to turn this thing off. That was a pleasant sound.